Welcome to Breaking It Down with Sam and Matt,
where we mock the news so you don't have to. Our top story this week, a Toronto area school board is accused of pressuring teachers not to teach the racist American classic To Kill a Mockingbird. Peel District School Board said it's not a ban, just that teachers will not be supported by the board if anyone complains or in any other circumstance. They will also fire teachers without even reading the complaints, just like they clearly didn't read To Kill a Mockingbird. You think people are going to play it fast and loose with racism in the most multicultural city in the world? It seems the school board has forgotten the old adage, sticks and stones may break my bones, and so do the black kids who catch me saying the N-word. It was in the book, I'm allowed to say it, what the fuck, Jamal? Oh, sorry, Jabril. You guys all kind of look the same.
Last week we talked about the death of... deeper voice. Last week we talked about the death of Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi in the Istanbul consulate. Saudi authorities have finally admitted that the dismemberment was in fact a murder. For a while they tried to lie about it. It kind of reminded me of that time that I walked in on my girlfriend fucking her boss and she was like, "I'm not cheating. I would never cheat. You know that. He was just teaching me some new moves to try on you." Except in this case, they were like, he wasn't murdered. It was suicide. He cut up his own body. It's very popular in Istanbul. You wouldn't understand. The new line from Saudi Arabia is that Khashoggi was killed after a fistfight broke out in the consulate. We've all been there before. Random fistfights in consulates. You just have to be smart and make sure you don't punch the guy with swords for hands.
Kansas City police are on the lookout for whoever snatched a giant inflatable colon used to teach about the dangers of colon cancer. It is owned by the Cancer Coalition, which hosts walking and running events under a campaign called Get Your Rear in Gear. Experts suggest such a large stolen colon can sell on Craigslist for a shitload.
An injured turtle was brought to a zoo in Maryland with several fractures on the bottom of its shell, leading to an emergency surgery. Veterinarians needed to find a way to elevate the shell so it would properly heal. That's when Garrett Fraze, a Saskatchewan native, who was studying at the zoo, stepped in with an idea. They don't make turtle-sized wheelchairs because even midgets aren't that small, said Fraze. So we drew some sketches of a custom wheelchair and I sent them off to a friend of mine who is a Lego enthusiast. I don't know if I'm more baffled at the fact that he referred to someone as a Lego enthusiast or that he referred to him as his friend. I think it's safe to say that any adult who is still fascinated with Lego also fucks kids. Experts estimate that the turtle will remain in the wheelchair for up to a year, but he is in high hopes, recently calling out the Energizer Bunny for a Paralympic rematch of the tortoise and the hare.
A Florida teacher who had sex with a 14-year-old male student in her car now faces 10 years in prison. Sexy brunette Stephanie Patterson, 27, pleaded guilty to a lewd battery sex act with a child and transmission of harmful material to minors. She also likes long walks on the beach and all kinds of music. The harmful material in question was pictures of her sexy naked body. Experts suggest those were likely the least harmful naked pictures the boy saw that day. The boy insists he is traumatized, saying, "She was so hot, and now I have to wait 5 to 10 years to tap it again? My life is over. Thanks a lot, Mom."
In other pervert news, the Volusia County Sheriff's Office arrested 7 men in a sex sting in which officers sent illicit text messages to grown men posing as teenage girls. Get it? Sexting, like a sting for illegal sexual acts, but also a play on the word sexting. These journalists are so witty, you'd think we wrote the headline for them. Among the arrested was 34-year-old James Bowen, co-owner of Bob's Barbershop. He told the deputies that he only came to the meeting place because he believed it was an undercover sting and he thought it'd be cool to see in action. We wish we could take credit for that, but even we're not that dumb. Another man claimed that he had just made a cool turtle wheelchair out of Lego and he wanted to show it to someone young enough to find it interesting.
Sears, once the world's biggest retailer, is now prepping for bankruptcy. CEO Eddie Lampert said in a statement earlier this week, I could have sworn that our staple ratio of 7 almost dead employees to every customer would have continued to go strong. One idea popular among Sears executives is adding a dozen more washrooms and a 50s-style diner nobody will ever go to. Social media response was mostly negative, with one commenter tweeting, "We live in the busiest of times. Nobody wants to get lost in a sea of dated suit pants and 80-year-old women. There's a Pornhub category for that."
Newly developed test strips help alert drug users to the presence of fentanyl in their cocaine, or as Sam calls it, bonus drugs. One researcher on the project said, "We believe everyone should be allowed to do cocaine without the fear of dying. This allows you to do so." This is amazing. At first, I didn't want to do cocaine because I didn't want to die. Now there's nothing holding me back. I can finally chase my dreams of being a wealthy person, able to do cocaine whenever I please.
Chipman, a small village in New Brunswick, has been under fire after a straight pride flag was on display in the heart of the village. This is the Canadian equivalent of the All Lives Matter protest. But honestly, should we really be offended that a village founded on incest has a different opinion than us? The Chipman mayor was quoted as saying, "Everyone keeps calling us conservative cunts, but truthfully, we find we're quite liberal cunts. In fact, we've changed our own town slogan to represent our beliefs. Welcome to Chipman, the village where being gay is not the way, but fucking your sister is A-OK." That was all the news that's fit to make fun of this week. For BDSM, I'm Sam.
And I'm Matt. Don't forget to like, share, send us nudes, and subscribe on YouTube. And tune in next week while we finish burying our careers.